you're doing really well. I have just got back from some bike packing. You know how much I love going off exploring on my bike, and I've had lots of questions from you guys about bike packing, both here and on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, link is down there. So I figured I would share with you what I've learned over the years. So my first trip bike packing, well, I called it cycle touring back then, was actually when I went bike touring in Japan for my honeymoon with my ex-husband. It was a nice trip though, and we had panniers and we went from spot to spot wild camping, and then every few nights we would treat ourselves to a hotel. And that must have been, God, how long ago was that? 8 years ago, something like that. So that was my first taste of it, and since then I have got a bit more adventurous, and these days I tend to prefer going bikepacking off-road, and I also like to be quite minimalist. On that trip I took loads of changes of clothes. On my most recent trip I had one change of clothes. Anyway, my point is there is more than one way to go bikepacking, so these are not hard and fast rules. I say do's and don'ts because it's a kind of neat way of summarising what I'm trying to say, but essentially, really, you can do whatever the hell you want when you go bikepacking. So my first do tape your frame. Having bags on your bike really rubs the hell out of it, and it damages it. It's unavoidable. So you could use any tape. I have just used masking tape in the past because I didn't have anything else. I've used sellotape, but the best thing of all is this stuff called helicopter tape, which is kind of like a thick padded tape that's very durable and very sticky. You can get helicopter tape from eBay or loads of other places, so you don't have to have it, but it works really nicely to protect your frame from the friction of your bags. Do try inexpensive bikepacking bags or setups first before you go out and spend a whole load of money. So my friend Laura, she normally just uses a dry bag strapped to her handlebars with like Velcro straps. But anyway, you can strap them to your handlebars with anything. You don't even need a dry bag, you can use a carrier bag. Something tough that's going to be slightly durable would be best. But essentially, you can just strap stuff to your bike. You can strap stuff to your saddle. Of course, you can buy special bike packing straps. You could buy bike packing everything, bike packing bloody toilet paper, I don't know. Obviously, there are people trying to sell you everything you need for bike packing, but you don't need special bike packing straps like voile straps. So check you like it before you spend loads of money, or just don't ever spend loads of money. My next do concerns the riding of your bike packing setup. Do allow longer for stopping because your brakes aren't going to work as well with all the extra weight. Do take your cycling shorts off at night. You need to air your bottom, whether that's in a clean pair of pants or, you know, just inside your sleeping bag. Do not sleep in your cycling shorts. You'll really live to regret it. Now, when we come to additional kit, do always take earplugs, particularly if you are sharing with Sam or pretty much anyone. I'm sure I snore at points, so earplugs are a must. Ditto the eye mask, although you can double up and use your like buff or neck thing as an eye mask. I often do that to save weight because I'm such a nerdy weight saving, you know, weight weenie. Now, speaking of getting a good night's kip, there is pretty much nothing I like more, or my friends would probably refer to me as a bit of a dormouse. Sleep is also really important to me as an athlete. As I'm training for big, long bikepacking races, I really need to make sure that I get the best possible quality of sleep in order to recover, ready for my next training session. Also, on those bikepacking trips, yeah, well, I just don't sleep well. So Emma Sleep are supporting me in this video. I'm going to take you inside, show you a little bit of my house. I know I've been promising to do that for ages. And I will show you the mattress they've sent me. Okay. Ooh, just there. That's my new e-bike that's just been delivered. The mattress is, funnily enough, upstairs. He's so talkative. Here it is. Let's go stick it on the bed. I don't know why I didn't bring a knife up. I'm so underprepared. Ah, I've just found this. That might have made it slightly easier to open. I am so happy to get this. And the great thing about Emma's Sleep is they have a 200-night money-back guarantee. So if you decide you don't like the mattress, they'll just take it away again and get the money back. This is like the perfect partnership for me. I just love sleeping. Oh God, it's really, really nice. Anyway, I've got stuff to do, so I cannot lie here. If you want to try out an Emma mattress, then make sure you use my code Juliet5, and on top of getting 50% off the original mattress, you will get an exclusive discount courtesy of yours truly. But yeah, have a click on the link down below, and thanks Emma for supporting me. So on to the don'ts. Now, I learnt this one the hard way, unfortunately. Don't only pack dehydrated meals that require not only water, but a heat source to be consumed. Because if you can't get either, if you run out of water or you can't light your stove, then you've got nothing to eat. I mean, it's going to be pretty grim eating a dry, powdered, dehydrated meal just as it is. In fact, would it suck up all the moisture in your stomach? And yeah, that might not be a good thing. Anyway, don't do that. Always have some food that you can just eat straight away. The next don't, it's road shoes. Don't wear road shoes bikepacking. I mean, having said that, I wore road shoes in France. Was that bikepacking or cycle touring? I was riding a road bike, mainly on the road, and I was staying in hotels. Is that cycle touring? I tend to think cycle touring you have panniers, and I had bikepacking bags, so I don't know. But generally speaking, don't wear road shoes. If you're riding off-road, I'm generally bikepacking, you tend to stop quite a bit and you'll be trotting about, you know, maybe making your food or putting up your tent or whatever, and road shoes just don't work very well. They're slippery, they have very stiff, often expensive soles. You're far better off in a pair of mountain bike shoes for any walking and hiker bike sections. Another don't here, don't light a fire if you are somewhere where you shouldn't be lighting a fire. I mean, this sounds so obvious, but obviously there's been a drought, and even if there wasn't, fires do damage the landscape if they are just, you know, lit willy-nilly all over the place. So unless it's very clear that you are definitely allowed a fire, there's a fire pit area, stuff like that, just don't light one. Additionally, putting your stove on dry grass could easily start a fire. Another don't I learnt the hard way, don't forget your matches or lighter if you want to make some food, particularly if you have some dehydrated food, which you have to use water with. Don't forget your matches, it's a bloody nightmare, and I have been there. My final bit of advice, I was gonna say don't overpack, because there is a tendency to take too much stuff when you've not been bikepacking before, and you kind of don't really need that much stuff. I mean, how many times are you really going to change your clothes? Or is that just me? So everything you take, obviously you've got to carry it, it slows you down, it can make the whole experience less enjoyable if you're really overloaded with gear. Having said that, if you want to take some luxuries, I've been on bikepacking trips where people had all sorts of cool stuff like mini chopping boards and little frying pans for making quesadillas, loads of extra food, loads of comfy clothes for the evening. And I was slightly envious of that, so I don't know, maybe ignore the don't overpack thing, unless like you're doing a race. Anyway, I hope you found this video interesting. I would love to hear if you've got any other do's or don'ts that you learnt the hard way or that you've heard about. Please leave them in the comments below. I always love hearing from you guys. I hope that you all entered the competition to win a trip to come to Morocco with me. Good luck with that one. I will be seeing one of you over there soon, so that's exciting. But other than that, see you later. Bye.